Good morning, everybody. London session with SPDas starting in three, two, one. SPDas, we are ready for you whenever you are. The trading floor is yours.
All right. Thank you once again, Igor, and good morning and welcome back to the London session. We are 3 minutes past 5 a.m. Eastern now, and okay, the sideways activity is now understandable because we got a noise coming out in the New York session today with Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaking. So that's the reason why the market is taking a breather. I don't know the exact time of the speech, but he is scheduled to speak in the New York session today. And I think that's the reason exactly why price action has been absolutely subdued since yesterday. All right, and it is one of the reasons why price action would go sideways. I mean, some fundamental trigger to come out. So we don't have much to discuss as far as the wave counts are concerned. In the euro, we've got an impulse at lower degree wave 1 in place, followed by the corrective ABC also intact. And we will stick to our count of potential wave 1 and wave 2 of a lower degree further. So we've got two waves of 1 and 2, 1 and 2 each. And I think the third wave should be ready to go and break higher back this trend line. I would want to draw the counter trend line as well. A break above 375. 375, we are trading around 318 right now, 320. So about 50, 55 pips higher from current level would be another breakout into the buy zone. That would be the breakout of the second buy zone of the immediate trend line. We can expect price action to touch. I mean, if it's a fierce breakout, then it won't take much time to reach 500, 600, and 700. All right, so trading point of view, it's still targeted on the downside with a stop around 1.2200 and take profits around 750 going forward. I think it should be around 700 days because we cannot count 2 days that have gone sideways. So 7 days from now, possibly next Wednesday or midweek, or or by the end of next week. All right. So that's the story in the New York. Sorry, for the euro, for the dollar index. The only instrument which has got some action going is gold. We'll touch base with that just in a moment. I would not be surprised to see one more spike or one more little spike around the 830, 840, 45 zone. It could be a respectable 50% retracement at least, if not the 61.8%. All right, somewhere around the 50, 108.50 mark, and we should be good to go on the south side thereafter. As far as the wave counts are concerned, we've got wave 1 and 2 of minute degree and 1 and 2 of minute degree possibly in place. So minute wave 3 is expected to turn lower, and a break below 107.22 would accelerate further towards 105 and 104. All right, so trading point of view, still in a very good position to initiate shorts. That looks like a lower degree wave 4 in the making. We got a 3 down, we got a 3 up, and then again 3 down. That could be a running flat just before that small spike towards the 50 zone or possibly 70 zone, and then reverse. It would be a it would be a nice little symmetric way to touch the 50% and then turn lower again. Right now, it's a very shallow pullback, very shallow retracement. I'm not saying it's not possible, but this looks like a lower degree wave 4 in the making. All three waves and overlapping each other. A classic case of a running flat or a potential triangle in the making. All right, so stop loss would go somewhere above 109.85. If you want to be absolutely safe, then please place it around 110.30. We are anyways going to get it down very soon. All right, so that's the hourly story for the dollar index. And okay, gold is where we have been quite busy. Okay, I would go on a 4-hour time frame. We got to take this too many Fibonacci extensions would not serve better. That arrow is also not required. We need to understand one thing now. Uh, a, a push in the Asia session towards 42 could be the last thrust because the drop thereafter has been almost 35 points and it's just about to take that low as well as we speak right now. All right, so if this is the last thrust wave, let's prepare ourselves for uh, a pullback towards 25 zone and then a massive reversal lower. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the 4-hour chart, and we will still fancy our chances of a minute wave B in place and not minor wave 5 inching towards 3,200. At least right now, it doesn't look like gold is heading with a minor wave 5. Within minor wave 5, it actually looks like uh, an expanded flat. Let me just take you guys to the daily chart. Yeah, so there you are. Wave 3, a potential possible expanded flat towards 2500 zone, and the convergence is now coming around second or third week of March 2025. So if the price action is following that path, it would be about what, almost 400 points lower from where the price action is right now. All right, so we are just waiting for maybe one more session to issue. But I would like to go and place a limit order right now. Let's do that. On an extreme short time frame, like what, 1 minute or 5 minute, we could count 5 waves. Yeah, it looks like a 3 wave right now on the hourly chart, but uh, there is an internal slower degree wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that we can count on an extremely smaller time frame. Here it is. Now you can see that is wave 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and then we've got wave 5 all the way lower there again. Right, so I think we might have just gotten the first impulse. That's an extreme smaller time frame. It could be a lot of noise as well. But what I'm seeing on the daily chart, or what the story daily chart is depicting, is that of a perfect shooting star in the making. All right, now this shooting star, if you look at the candlestick pattern, is potentially indicating a huge bearish reversal going forward. All right, so We should be seeing ideally an evening star uh, in the next 24 to 36 hours. Today, it could be oscillating around the same price and end somewhere close to 2900. That's a perfect situation or an ideal situation for an evening star to complete tomorrow. So 2850 is what we are proposing now in the next extreme near term, right? So aggressive traders might want to position themselves not we're not asking to commit right now, but a limit order of sorts should be in place with very tight stop loss around the 2955 zone. So if you're watching this session right now, I mean, have your limit orders in place around the 2920, 2925, a potential short entries around that range, 29, 20, 25. The stop loss would go around 29.55 and the target would go around 28.50 and 2800 going forward. All right. So it, as we spoke last session when we were talking, I think in the Tokyo Sydney, we were discussing that if gold has to reverse, it has to reverse. It will reverse today. Maybe by the next session, that is the London Times, we would be talking about that potential reversal, and that's what we are seeing right now, taking shape. So just hold on to one more. I think the New York Live should trigger one more low. Let me bring up the hourly chart. The New York session could trigger one more low towards the 95-90 zone, complete that impulse structure, and then push higher again back towards 25, 26, and that should do the trick for the next decline towards 28.50. This is what is highly anticipated and projected. So let's keep this path as it is, and let's wait for the price action to materialize. All right, so that is the story in gold. I think we've got one more chart where we have trading interest, and that is pound. So what pound has done is the first five impulse, first five waves followed by a corrective ABC, and you have another. I think it's either a series of 3 3 3 3 3 in the making, where you've got the first three here, would be A, B, C. If that is the case, it could be a running flat actually, or we already have wave one, wave two, another wave one, and wave two in place. Its prices have just bounced off 61.8% of that particular rally as well. So it's neatly it's well poised for a rally. Where possibly if you're wanting to buy, you can buy around the same price, at the current price, sorry, at around 2365 trading at this point in time. And ideally, you want to be a bit careful in placing your stop loss because pound generally produces a huge amount of noise. So I would suggest, if possible, potential stop loss should be lower, should be placed lower somewhere around the 2100 zone, uh, just to avoid that noise. You never know if it wants to test that 2250 in the form of a triangle. Even if it's a triangle, ideally it should not break. But if it's an expanded flat or other corrective patterns are really tricky. It doesn't look like an expanded flat in the making because all of them are three wave structures overlapping each other. It's either running flat or a triangle in the making. But still, to stay away from the noise, it's good to place a stop around 1.2100. And yes, we still would want to remain on the long side over here. Let's do the trend line as well. I think that trend line is close enough to be tested once again. And that would be further confirmation. I think we've got some kind of a bullish turn from here itself. Price is turning sharply lower from 31. It's a good sign actually. Bulls coming back in control. And with the New York session being followed by uh, Fed Chair Powell's speech, I think the stage is now looking set for the third wave rally in pound towards 1.28, in the euro towards 1.0750, in the dollar index towards 105. So these three trades are quite a bit high potential trades setup for us. And gold, we have a limit order in place now around 25. The stop potential stop around 55. All right. Those are the four trades that we are quite active. We look into the indices during the New York session, but be a bit careful and wary about what the coins are doing. Believe it or not, it could be a surprise drop where prices may decline below 91. If it does not, and if it clears 106 on the higher side, it's then confirmed going towards 115. But if it's not able to clear that particular resistance, 100 point something, yeah, 100.18, then I'm afraid we are looking for another low from here. Be watchful. We are not trading. We are not recommending any trade in coins. Long traders should be watchful with the stop around, should remain watchful with the stop around 91. All right. So that's a quick London session for an overview, and we'll bring it a pause here, and we'll come back in the New York live around 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Until that time, once again, thank you for watching, and good luck for your trades. Back to you, Igor. Thank you very much.
SPDas, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Thanks.
ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and financial markets. With machine learning, we give you real-time global analysis and investment strategies. ForexLens lets you invest and earn with institutional traders, even if you're new to trading. Trading and investing made simple with ForexLens. Check out our performance at ForexLens.com. Get the edge on trades. Your eye into the markets. ForexLens.com. ForexLens gives you the edge. ForexLens understands the global economy and